When would you think we'd see kind of the $28 silver, $2,300 gold range?
Silver, we probably could see hit by Halloween.
Are you ready for $2,300 gold? What about $28 silver? By the end of this video, we're going to have a prediction on when that will come true. Today, we're joined by Coin Shop Chris. He's generously giving us his time. He's going to share his insights into some of the big stories going on right now, stories that are going to impact the precious metals. Chris, welcome to Ron's Basement.
Well, as always, Ron, it's always good to be back.
What do you think? What do you make of what's going on right now in the gold and silver market? Any thoughts on that, Chris?
I'm a little bit confused and depressed. I didn't think we are going to dip this low, Ron, but it's a great time to get some more.
It is, and there's so much going on. I mean, the banking thing, nobody's talking about it. I just want to touch on, is it First Republic Bank that just laid off 1,000 people? Do I have that correct?
It's JP Morgan who bought them out, laid off 1,000 people.
First Republic Bank. And Chris, I want to ask you, did you hear that story about that woman who went into a First Republic branch? There's something going on with people's balance at First Republic, because she went up to the teller and said, "Hey, can you help me check my balance?" And you know what the teller did?
I have no clue.
She kind of nudged her to make sure she had her balance.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh,
now
my
there's
God,
just,
Ron.
well, we've got to make light of things from time to time, my friend, right? What's going on in the world of retail silver and gold? Are you seeing shops having a hard time having supply? It seems like premiums are still super high.
Well, I've seen that in one of the comments that some shops seem to be low. This inventory out there, I think what's going on, the shops are kind of nervous to see what's going to happen. So they may not be buying as much right now. I mean, there's supply out there. It's coming online now. It's just the maples and the eagles are really tough to get right now, Ron. But everything else just seems to be, I don't want to stay 100% back online, but I think the shops are being very, very careful of what they're gonna buy, because they don't want to buy now and it dips another $3-4 here. And then we're talking about silver, of course, and then they're going to have to we have to take a loss.
Right.
The owner that I work for, we're buying. We're just gobbling stuff up, putting it away.
It's to me, it's a strange market. We had that huge rush of demand that occurred probably 6-7 weeks ago. And then now it seems like, from what I'm gathering, demand has kind of, I won't say fallen off a cliff, but substantially decreased. And at first glance, we might look at that as like a bad thing, but I don't know, to me, just that points to the fragility of the market and how finicky it is, and that it's not going to take a lot. Again, something else that pops up, and we know something's going to pop up, will create yet another, supply shortage quickly in the physical market.
Well, if we see more banks fail, and there's kind of some news out there at the end of June, we're going to see more banks fail. I think that'd be the push, and people be out there gobbling it up again. A lot of people, see the price keep dropping and dropping, and they're fearful it's going to drop more.
Yeah.
So I think people are kind of holding back. Maybe people don't have the money, Ron. I mean, because with this big last push, we've seen some big sales, but this past week and a half, 2 weeks, it's not been that great. I mean, our shop has inventory, online's got inventory. like I said, the silver eagles and the maples and the junk silver, yeah, it's out there. I'm not gonna say it's not out there. It's just hard to get into the shops.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like to me, whether you're talking about silver, gold, or even the precious metal mining stocks, that everybody is kind of waiting, thinking that if they wait, they're going to get a better deal. Because, quite frankly, over the past couple years, that has been the case. But on the flip side of that, I think when the market turns, and again, it's just going to take one little thing popping up, that there's going to be a rush of money back into the sector. Let's talk about Michael Oliver. He's a respected analyst in the gold and silver community. And you and I are going to talk about this $28 silver and $2,300 gold price, and when we think the price is going to hit that. But let's talk about what Michael Oliver's saying about silver, Chris.
Well, he's saying it's going to dip to $22. And then after we see the $22 dip, now we've seen it go down to about 22.80, I believe it was. The low was 22.79. It could have been. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the dip he was talking about, or is he talking about $22 even? Then it's going to start shooting up. He's very good in his prediction. He reads charts very, very well. He's not wrong a lot. Let's just put it that way. I mean, he reads the charts very, very well. And, I kind of go by a lot what he says. But, he has been wrong too. I mean, no one has the crystal ball. And I like to take this opportunity, Ron, just for a minute here. Have everybody give this video a thumbs up, share this video out, subscribe. We're trying to get to 22,000 subscribers by the end of May. We're close, everybody. Let's help Ron out and let's get that done.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, Chris, and appreciate the support of all the viewers out there. 22,000 subscribers, and if Michael Oliver's right, $22 silver. But that, I don't know, that kind of fits with what my gut feeling is right now, that even if we do dip down a little bit lower, that it's just not going to take much to get things to take off. Chris, when do you see us hitting $28 on silver? I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you had to make a prediction, if I was forcing you to make a prediction, when would you think we'd see kind of the $28 silver, $2,300 gold range?
Silver, we probably could see hit by Halloween of this year.
So you're saying October 31st, correct, Chris?
About October 31st, I don't think we're going to see $2,300 gold until probably January of next year, mid-February of next year.
Okay, well, we're going to hold you to that, Chris.
Well, you can try it, but.
So this week, in particular, even today, we're getting this, we had some weakness in the silver and gold price. People are now thinking the Fed's going to raise rates again at their June 14th meeting. Now, here's some people saying no, some people saying yes. Of course, that makes the dollar go up. That makes the price of gold and silver go down. My comment on that, and I'll be curious to hear what you think, is, good luck out there, everybody, with 7% interest rates on 30-year mortgages. Good luck with 24%, 21%, whatever it is, average credit card interest rate, now that we have $17 trillion of consumer debt. I mean, this is just not sustainable. And I think when people think, oh, the Fed can just keep raising rates, not to mention the stress it puts on the banking system.
Absolutely, Ron. These rates cannot, like you said, your past video that, a few videos ago, just whatever it was. I just, if you need a house, it's not a good time to buy. If wherever you're living at, and if you can stretch it out 6 more months to a year, I think you can see the deals coming your way.
Yeah.
I mean, do That's what I'm thinking. Same thing with a vehicle right now. If you can get by for what you're driving right now, hold off. Do yourself a favor. Just hold off if you can possibly can. It's not an option for everybody. I get that. But I think the deals are coming. And you're probably gonna see the deals 6 months, probably by this fall, Ron. I think we're gonna see something happen midsummer to early fall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
just
well,
my
things are getting interesting out there. We were talking earlier, Walgreens is laying off what, 10% of their corporate staff? Is that correct, Chris?
10% of the corporate staff. Verizon's laying off a certain percentage. Facebook just announced some more layoffs. These are good jobs, Ron. Yeah. Where are these people gonna pay their mortgage, pay their car payments? The repo man's coming to get the car payments, and the bank's coming to get the house within 90 days.
And Chris, other store closing news, I'm a little concerned with you because a lot of times when I would try to call you, you would be at your favorite store, Bye Bye Baby. And
that's my favorite store. That's right, Ron.
Yeah, and I hear they're closing all 120 of the Bye Bye Baby stores. So you might want to go pay one last visit while you still can, Chris.
Well, you might want to take one more visit to Bath and Body Works too.
Oh, you got me.
Shot back at you.
You got me. I'm sorry. I'll learn to keep my mouth closed with you, right? The other big story, the other big potential catalyst for massive market implications and also major implications potentially in the gold and silver market is the debt limit, debt ceiling. Supposedly they're close to a deal. They all went home for the holiday weekend. Like, we're in the final yards when it comes to time remaining before we could have what we're being told by the mainstream media would be cataclysmic results, catastrophe, disaster, everything else. Any thoughts on that, Chris? I mean, it looks like it's going to happen, but let me throw this in. I also was just reading that there's this far right-wing faction of the Republican Party. I think it's called the Freedom Caucus, and that they're really pitching a fit over, the Republican leadership. Mitch McCarthy? Not Mitch, McCarthy, whatever his name is. Kind of agreeing to certain of the Democrats' demands.
Well, I heard too this tonight they are close, Ron. This is Friday night, May 26th. So they're saying they might have a deal tonight, and the news was saying if they don't have a deal tonight, they may not get a deal in time. Then Janet Yellen comes out saying we have enough money into June 5th now. So
I didn't know that.
She was saying June 1st. Now she's saying we got enough money to June 5th.
Okay. Wow. Then they must not be having a deal, right? I wonder if she got the, hold on a second, Chris. I wonder if she got the money from him. Just a thought.
And then she wants to release more treasuries out, try and get more bonds getting bought up. And does she use a broken calculator, and she had to go run to Staples and get a new calculator?
Yeah, they must be the same people that calculate the inflation rate and the unemployment rate.
This thing is all they talk, but they don't give us the right numbers, and it's always kick the can down the road.
Yeah, kick it on down the road. Well, it's interesting. The China Qingzheng International Credit Rating Agency, the China Qingzheng International Credit Rating Agency, easy for me to say, they downgraded the United States debt today. That's like the big credit rating agency in China, kind of like our equivalent of Standards and Poor or Fitch or Moody's or whoever. So there are some implications that are starting to occur surrounding this whole situation.
Yeah, we got Germany going into a recession that just been announced. The UK is having trouble. We're all these banks worldwide, as most people know, they're interconnected.
Yeah.
Germany starts having trouble like they are. Looks like they're having some trouble. The UK is having some trouble. It's going to take probably 6 to 8 weeks before it shows up here.
Yeah, I forgot about what was it, Credit Suisse that went under, not what, like 4 weeks ago, or got taken over by their partner bank over there in Switzerland. I mean, you know, it's a real mess out there.
You know,
Um,
people can call us doom and gloom all they want to, but we're just reporting the news as we see it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I'm definitely doom and gloom. I mean, that's what I see. It's reality of what I see. I see some good things too, right? Like, you know, I'm getting to talk to you. The internet's still working, all that good stuff. But I mean, when I look at all of these things, it's pretty much, it's not real optimistic. I mean, $32 trillion in debt by our government. There's not a lot to be excited. Oh, and we're going to raise the debt ceiling. Let's celebrate that we raised the debt ceiling. You know, that's like a family, and I'm going to be quick with this tirade I'm going to let out, but that's like if I'm the head of my household here and I have no savings, I got a huge mortgage, car payments, everything else. I'm living off credit cards. I got 150K in credit cards, and I go to Susie celebrating that, oh, we got a new credit card in the mail. You know, isn't that great? Look, oh, it's party time. You know, we can make it for another 2 months. I mean, come on, man.
You know, this is gonna get, you know, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm just, you know, very concerned what's gonna happen next.
We don't have to try.
You know, the sad thing is nobody knows what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, every time you turn on the news or you turn on your computer, something else is happening somewhere.
Well, you know, the people that are joining us right now are aware and have pulled their head out of the sand. But the vast majority of people, at least here in the United States, are living in la la land. They have no clue, right? I mean, they're clueless. So, hey, Chris, why don't you bring us up to speed? I think you have some data on silver and gold over the last 30 days. You want to share that with us?
Yes, I do. Silver was down $1.52 or 6.09% down over the last 30 days. That's a big number there, but you know, I'm not worried about it. You know, Ron, I bought another 40 ounces this past week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting my money where I'm putting the unicorn does cash where my mouth is. You know, I'm not worried about it going down more. If it goes down more, I probably get more.
Okay.
Gold on the other hand was down $51.70 or 2.59%, excuse me. And our friend Bitcoin that we can't see or hold on our hands was down 1,596.63 cents or 5.64%. So gold's the winner for the week, for the last 30 days, excuse me.
Yeah, gold's the winner. Yeah, and you know, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, gold's the winner. Everybody, all these countries, Poland just announced what they're buying 15, they just bought 15 ton in April.
Yes.
I would like to know why all these countries' central banks are putting their cash into silver, gold. They're not putting into Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, the Polish central banker said something along the lines of, you know, basically it's an like, you know, the story that he sounded like you or me or somebody who's a gold and silver enthusiast, you know, safety, security, timeless value, universal value. So
Exactly. The only one piece of advice I got from people: don't do what the banks tell you to do. You do what they do.
Right.
Follow what the banks do, and you'll be all right.
Yes, that's a great point, Chris.
I
Hey,
mean,
thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got the deal of the week if you guys want
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yep. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's hear the deal of the week.
Actually, I got two deals for this week. I got the 2023 kangaroos, the 2-ounce coins. They're over at Liberty Coin on eBay. You're gonna get since they're 2 ounces, you're gonna get 10 coins. The 572.16. That brings it down to be 57.22 or 28.61 cents per an ounce. And the kicker is only 75,000 are going to be made. So
Wow.
that is going to be a little bit more of a collector's item. And it's still only $30 an ounce. I will say, I've said in the past videos, Ron, you can get silver at under $30 an ounce. It's a steal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's over at Liberty Coin. And I like to remind people, I have no links. Ron has no links. We don't make any money off when I recommend anything. So I don't give you buy it, don't buy it from another coin shop, buy it from another online dealer. Well, I don't care. I've done the homework. I'm just saying what I have seen for a good value. And
Yeah,
the other,
there's no affiliate link or link to buy anything from any of us. You are really, when you hear Chris, you are getting not that other advice is polluted, but you're getting very pure from the heart advice.
and the next deal I have is over Pinehurst Coins. Again, they're affiliated with eBay. Online bowling dealer, a good one. I've just bought some of these too myself. These are the Julius Caesar rounds from Pinehurst Coins. A tube of 20 is going to cost $544.50. That brings it down to be $27.23 per a round. Under $30. Why not pick some of those up?
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
And they're pretty cool rounds, and I think I've shown you them Ron by a text, and that's a pretty cool round. It's got a lot of detail on it, so people like the detailed coins, have a lot of stuff in the coins or rounds, whatever you want to call them. They're actually rounds. They're different. I'll put it that way.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Chris. And
Thank you, Ron.
and you said we're going to have $28 silver. What did you say, by Thursday of next week?
No. By Halloween.
Halloween, October 31st, right?
And $2,300 gold, probably by the end of February of 2024.
We Chris, on a serious note, thank you. Okay, your generosity on behalf of all the viewers who are with us right now, for the time you gave us tonight, and for all the help you give with the Ron's Basement channel. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. And if anybody ever wants to get in touch with Coin Shop Chris, send me an email, and for a fee, I'll forward you his email address.
That fee would be all unicorn does, no fee necessary.
No fee necessary.
I will try to get back to you, anybody, as quick as possible. I think some of your other viewers will confirm I'm pretty quick to replying back.
Yes.
So I mean, sometimes it may take me a day or so, because I have been getting a few emails back and forth. So I like to ask everybody, please give this a thumb up one more time. If you're not done so already, share it out and just subscribe. It's free. Everything's free. We don't charge for that. YouTube does not charge for that.
Nope. It's all free. And if you want, go, I'll put a link up here. Go watch one of our live streams right here. Chris, thank you. We'll catch up with you next week.
We will talk to you next week, sir. Always a pleasure, Ron.